So hello, we're at the press conference. I mean, I can already tell what the questions are going to be, so we'll just get straight into it. Over there, please.
Where have you been?
Yeah, I know I've been away for a week or so and not really done anything. Apologies for that. Yeah, okay. I've just been busy. That was it, really. Just been busy doing things, been away. Haven't really had time to make a video. Next question over there, please.
Your green screen is wonky.
The green screen. Oh yeah, it is a little bit. What's going on with this then? Let's. Oh no, now it's on the other side. It's there. Brilliant. That's good. It's all sorted now. Question over there, please, from Scotty2507.
What do you think your chances are of winning the Bundesliga this season?
Yeah, to be fair, I think we've got an excellent chance this year. I think we've got a really, really good chance of winning Bundesliga. We've had a really, really good start to the season. We're outperforming other teams around us. I think we've got a great chance of winning the Bundesliga this season. Final question over there, please.
Who's won the giveaway?
Yes, the giveaway is over. I've been a bit late delaying announcing the winner, but the winner is now going to be announced in this video here.
So I was going to try and do a giveaway quickly live, but it does actually give away a lot of personal information on here. So I'm just gonna cover up my finger right here, the winner. But the winner is Kieran Baker. So well done, Kieran from Coventry. You have won the Jurgen Klopp book. So fantastic stuff. We'll get that sent off to you pretty quickly.
Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2019 with Borussia Dortmund. Today we have got two games for you. We've got Schalke in the league, the massive derby with Schalke, and then we've got Victoria Pleasant in the final group stage game of the Champions League. Thank you very much to everyone who entered the giveaway competition. We had over 100 entries into the giveaway, which is fantastic stuff, and congratulations to Kieran for winning it. We'll get the prize sent out to you as soon as possible. We'll get in touch with you on Twitter later on. Also, a big apology for no video recently. In fact, it's probably been a week since we put a video out last, so that is a bit annoying. I do apologise for it. It is bad on my part, I've got to say, but I've just been really busy this week with work, been away, been doing a lot of different things, so it's been a bit of a hectic week for me, but we're finally getting back into it. Obviously, the new Football Manager game is fully out now, so it's all pretty much done and dusted, debate stuff. We'll carry on the Dortmund save for a little while, but we do have another save coming out pretty soon, which I think you're going to really like. I've been down to the club to get photos and videos and things like that recently, so I think you should enjoy it. Now, since you were last here, which you probably can't remember, I can't really remember if I'm honest with you, it's been so long, but we did play two games in between last episode. Obviously, last episode we beat Barcelona 4-0, drew with Bayern Munich. Since then, a 2-2 draw with Mainz. Now, I had an issue with the Mainz game. Every time I tried to play it, it just kept bugging out completely. So I'd saved the game after the Bayern Munich game, and then went on after 2 weeks through international break. And every time I got to the game, it just kept crashing, kept bugging out, wouldn't play it. So eventually, I just went on holiday for that 2 weeks, and I went on holiday over the game, and it seemed to just play normally after that. However, in that time, after that holiday, we drew with Mainz 2-2, and we beat Salzburg after that 1-0. In the holiday period before that Mainz game, Jacob Bruns-Larsden asked to leave the club, essentially, and my assistant manager said, yeah, that's fine. So in that time, that 2 week period, we've now got a player that wants to leave the club, and there are bids on the table for him, which is a little bit annoying, I've got to say. However, that's the team. That's not what I want to go. However, now hear me out on this one. Jacob Bruns-Larsden, he's 20 years old. He's the third best winger on both sides. We're only going to do this save for 2 seasons at most. So, quite frankly, I don't really mind losing him. So I'm actually kind of considering accepting these offers from PSV and Torino. Let's have a quick deep dive into these bids then. PSV have come with 6.5 million rising to 12 million, an extra 1.8 million after 6 months in 4 instalments. Then 2.1 after league games, another 2.1 after international appearances, and then a buyback price of 33, wage contribution of... It's a lot of stuff. I assume the other one from Torino is going to be the exact... In fact, it is the exact same, except they want more wages. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to reject both of these now, actually. We are going to reject them all, because I don't think they're good enough offers. He's valued at 8 million, 8.25. They're only offering 6.5 up front, with the potential for it to go to 12.5. I don't think that's enough money, so we're going to say no. Now, there's a press conference about it. After I rejected those bids, Jacob Bruns-Larsden has... look at this guy's eyebrow. Okay, right. All the new regen faces are pretty decent, but I have just noticed the eyebrows on this bloke as well. Like last time we had a giant forehead. This guy, he's got the eyebrows... He's just got the eyebrows. He's got everyone's eyebrows. Either way, despite his eyebrows, Jacob Bruns-Larsden has clearly been trying to force a move away from Borussia Dortmund to gain more first-team football. How am I going to handle this? Well, none of these are really kind of what I want, if I'm honest with you. I'm just going to say everything's under control, because that's all they want to say. It's under control. Everything's under control. Well, apparently he's reacted quite well to that, as you can see here. Every time I see my little manager icon come up, I actually get scared. It looks dreadful. It looks terrifying. Just get off the screen. Get off the screen. What you do love to see, though, is Akanji with a 10 rating from training this week. That's fantastic stuff. Marius Wolf down with a 6.15. That's pretty poor. He's not going to get any game time. Goetze, 7.2 is the next worst. 7.2 actually seems quite good. So everyone looks to be training quite well, actually, apart from Marius Wolf, who's just not going to play now. Oh, for God's sake. No. So apparently the comments I made in the media now I've made Jacob think that I'm going to play him more, and now it's just made an automatic promise to give him more first team football, which, quite frankly, I'm not a fan of. Oh my goodness. Well, we've got 1 day left to make Jeremy Toljan happy with his first team football, which he's not going to be, as you can see from that. 6 days with Kagawa. Again, he's not going to be happy. We've not got a game in the next 6 days. I started this episode early to get through the Jacob Bruns-Larsen transfer info. The game's not for another week or so these two are going to be really cross with me. We may have a chance of helping Apparently, Rafael de Guerrero, we've agreed to sell him. That might have been another thing that my assistant manager seemed to have done, as well as Jacob Bruns. This is just a mess. This really is just a mess right now. Never go on holiday. Even if the game's bugged out, never ever go on holiday, because things just get absolutely ruined. Yep, as predicted, Toljan is not happy with me. As we knew. I apologise for not keeping my word. I'll start him the next few games for sure. And now he wants to make a move. And quite frankly, Jeremy Toljan, you're only a rotation player. A lot of money per week. 52 grand a week is a lot. Only 2.5 star. To be fair, I wouldn't be bothered about losing him. But I'm going to say you can moan as long as you like. You're not going anywhere. And that's probably going to make things a lot worse. I'm not being very diplomatic in this, am I? However, we have just had our transfer budget raised from 67 to 90 million. So actually, maybe we should let him go and get another really, really good right back in or something like that. That'd be decent. And now half a team, not half a team, 2 players are cross with me. Both absolute pricks, as far as I'm aware, because they want first team football and he's not training very well. These two actually on my side, which is quite nice. So we'll discuss the issue with the squad. Some of you aren't very happy. Jacob and Marius are both saying that they think Jeremy Toljan deserves more first team football. Well, how would you feel if I dropped one of you because one of your teammates wanted to play? And Jacob Bruns-Larsen is like, oh yeah, that's probably a good point. Marius Wolf really doesn't care. He just hates me. Quite frankly, Marius, I hate you too. So I think it's been a very productive meeting. Thanks for getting you all on board. Marius Wolf I just don't care about him anymore. I mean, I never cared about him in the first place, but I really don't care about him now. This really hasn't been a good start to the episode, has it? Really, really hasn't been a good start to the episode. I mean, Shinji Kagawa went out for 3 to 4 weeks, which actually doesn't make much of a difference because we didn't really use him in the first place anyway, so I don't mind missing him too much. It might actually help us. If he's injured, now I can't play football, that may actually help us with an argument with him, because if he's injured, he can't play, and he's not going to get the first team football that he wants if he's injured, so maybe that'll help us out. All right, I'm not being funny, but there are things wrong with all my players at the moment. Now Christian Pulisic doesn't seem himself at the moment. All right, let's discuss a new contract. Why does he want a new contract, Pulisic? I mean, you're on 26 grand a week at 19 years old. Surely you should be happy with that. What's going on? He deserves a new contract. Well, you've got plenty of time remaining in your current deal. There'll be no talk of one right now. It's not about the length of my contract. It's about my wage. Well, you're on 26 grand a week. All right? That's a lot of money, all right, for a 19-year-old. These things aren't handed out for free. You need to earn it. And I've not heard the last of this, apparently, according to Jacob. Well, you're not even Jacob, you're Christian. That's how much I hate my players at the moment. I'm calling them different names. Why is everyone being a prick to me? We haven't even got to the game yet. We're still a few days away. This is just getting ridiculous. I know, Kagawa is crossing me as well. I mean, really, this has been an awful start to the episode. I'll start in the next few games to make up for it, but I can't because you're injured. It's too little too late. Well, you're not going anywhere. You're not moving. Or maybe I should have said you can. He's on... You know what? Good job this is only 1 or 2 seasons long, this save. Good job this is only 1 or 2 seasons long, because I cannot be dealing with these divas for much longer. Once again, though, Akanji has got another 10 rating this week in training, which is great. So he's going to start tomorrow alongside Sancho, who's also got a 10. Diallo on a 9.8 as well. Like, some decent training there from Akanji. Like, I'm liking what I'm seeing from him. He is going to be a star of the future if he keeps getting 10 out of 10 ratings. So that's the only thing right now that has been worth it in this episode. Like, everyone else has just been getting at me, getting cross with me. But Akanji, he just gets on with it, gets his head down, and does well in training. And he's going to get the game today because he's played well. Before we get into today's game, though, we'll have a quick look at the table. So we have played 12 games. Everyone else around us played 13, pretty much. So we sit on 27 points. 3 points behind Freiburg and Red Bull Leipzig. So a win today will probably put us back on top of the table as long as we win it by 2 goals or more. Still pretty tight around the top, actually. There's 30 points, obviously, for teams on top. The teams down to 7th are only split by 5 points from Eintracht Frankfurt down to 7th place. So it's all pretty tight still at the top of the table. Schalke are a team in 7th, actually, so they're a pretty decent side still in this game. Hopefully we can get the better of them today. That'd be pretty decent stuff. A quick look at the Champions League group as well, whenever that wants to share itself. We have actually qualified from it because we beat Salzburg, so it meant that we qualified. Salzburg, of course, are playing Barcelona in this episode, so if Salzburg beat Barcelona, then they'll go through instead of Barcelona, which would be absolutely incredible. We're not bothered about that right now, though. We have to make one change to the starting lineup because Royce is injured. He has a broken elbow. He did it in the Salzburg game, as you can see there. Did it in the Salzburg game. Broken little arm, not an elbow, sorry. So he's got to come off the pitch, which is fine because I know someone who's trained very well this week, and it's Jordan Sancho, who played very well in training, got a 10 rating in training this week alongside Akanji. So the starting lineup for this game against Schalke is going to be Berkey in goal, obviously. With Toljan at left back because we need to give him a little bit of game time. Diallo, Akanji, and Hakimi. Witsel, Dahoud and Weigl make that midfield trio with Sancho on the left, Pulisic on the right and Philip starting up front. Paco Alcacer has just come back from his injury but isn't quite ready enough to start. In fact, actually, he can play up to 75 minutes. Should we just start him then? Let's get him up front instead as a pressing forward. Paco Alcacer comes in for Philip. That is a move that I'm very happy to make because Paco Alcacer is a much better striker than Philip. Right then, kickoff is upon us here at Schalke Stadium. Nice interception from Pulisic right at the offset there to win the possession back, but we get it straight back to them, so it's not too much of a big deal. Either way, it's a game that we need to win this. This game against Schalke is a massive, massive derby. It is the biggest game for Dortmund fans. I don't know what's more important to Dortmund fans, winning this game or a game against Bayern Munich. I would argue it's probably this one because I think it's just a longer standing rivalry, really. Either way, though, hopefully we're going to be embarrassing Schalke today as we come forward with the first highlight of the game. Jadon Sancho on the ball, puts it back to Toljan. Toljan, can he get it back to him? No, cuts inside instead into Julian Weigl. I'm still not sure how you say it. People keep telling me in the comment section. Weigl, Witzel. I don't know. It's just a weird one. I'm not quite sure how to say it. I'll say it differently every single time and people will still tell me off. Apologies, just accept it. Either way, we didn't score from that move, which is a little bit upsetting. We are doing well in the stats so far, though. 6 shots to their 1 shot, which is very good. Hopefully, we'll start to put the pressure on a little bit more later on in this game as the Schalke players begin to tire and we start to assert ourselves. Hopefully, Toljan will start to play well in this game. You know, I do like him. You know, I may have been a bit harsh on him earlier on. He's a nice guy, is Jeremy. You know, he's probably a very nice guy in real life as well. But sometimes in Football Manager, they just get to you, and you've got to remember it's a video game. But Paco Alcacer puts the ball in the back of the net. Pulisic with a fantastic cross there, right from the goal line, putting it in towards Paco Alcacer to make it 1-0. As I was saying there about Toljan, I'm sure he's a lovely guy deep down. But I just don't see it at the moment. I just don't see it. If you remember back to the Lincoln Loco save that we did last season, right at the start of it, Alex Woodyard was the captain for us, as he was in real life last season for Lincoln City. And he's a good player, obviously. Love him. He's a great player. But in Football Manager, he was just an absolute prick to me all the time. He would never do anything for me as captain. He was just an idiot. And that literally made me hate him in real life. Like, I go to a game and Woodyard would get on the ball and I'd just be sitting there like, oh, what's that idiot doing on the ball? He was the best player on the pitch every week. Easily best player on the pitch as Brill and Bolo scores for Schalke right before half-time, annoyingly. But because I had a bad experience with Woodyard in Football Manager, despite him being the best player and probably a lovely bloke, I just didn't like him. And that's happening with Toljan right now. I'm sure he's a lovely bloke, but I just don't like him. Throw-in then for Schalke. It looks like they've won the ball back, actually. Nastasic plays it back to Farman in goal, who puts it up towards their winger, number 18, who can come forward on the ball. Jeremy Toljan has to get in the way, doesn't get in the way. And they've scored. So, I mean... Okay. Not the best start to the second half, that. That is a very, very poor start to the second half. Toljan just let him through at left back. Like, that was all his fault, basically. Which is another reason as to why I don't like him now. Like, again, Toljan, I'm sure you're absolutely wonderful in real life, but right now, you're not doing yourself any favours. And here they come, once again, it looks like a duplicate move again. Toljan not getting in the way there. He does manage to clear the ball. Well, he's running with it. He manages to clear it now, he does. Up to Paco Alcacer, who heads it on towards Jadon Sancho, who can't quite get there. And it's back to their winger, who looks very good and seems to be just punishing Toljan. Toljan picks up Diallo's pass there, and the ball forward once again. Not the greatest, although Naldo misses it, and it does get cleared once again by a Schalke defence. Can we get a third ball forward and be lucky, or are we going to be absolutely punished once again? punished is punished. Great. Well, if you're a Dortmund fan watching this, sorry. Essentially, I'm very sorry. This is not the result we wanted. Not the result we wanted at all. We're going to have to make some changes. Witzel is going to move up instead of Dahoud. Dahoud's going to come back, but we're going to then move Dahoud into that attacking midfield position and then bring Mario Götze on for him. We're also going to take Toljan off for Guerrero. I don't know why we didn't even start Guerrero, if I'm honest with you. I don't even know why. Toljan just wanted game time, so I thought I'd give him the game. He's not really proved himself to be a decent player in this game. He won't play again. We'll probably sell him in January, if I'm honest with you. So there are two changes that we'll make right now, though. I won't make any more right now at this second, but we do have a corner, apparently. I don't know if it's just because of the highlight or the tactic change. It's a tactic change, that's why. I thought we were going to score a goal. Clearly not. We've got 20 minutes to get back in this game. Can we do it? No, is the answer to that, I'm afraid. The answer to that question is no. Well, I mean, that wasn't the result we wanted, quite frankly. We've lost the Rever clash, is what it's called up here, apparently. Is that what the actual derby is called? Like, can we check that out? It should be here in the club somewhere, in general. Derby, yeah, it's the Revierderby, apparently. We've also got one against Borussia Mönchengladbach and Bayern Munich and VfL Bochum, who I can't say I've ever heard of before. So, interesting stuff. We'll have to focus on those derbies a little bit as well in the future. Now, not to be the bearer of bad news or anything, but according to us, I've been recording for 40 minutes already. And if we do the Victoria Pleasant game, that'll take it way over an hour, and then I've got to edit all that down, and that won't be under 20 minutes. That'll be more like a half hour, 40-minute video. So I think we're going to cut it here for now. It's not that important, this Victoria Pleasant game, because we're already qualified. And you've seen a few Champions League games, so I think it's probably just better to just start getting on with the season, especially because we missed a week of basically everything. So I think it's probably better to just get on with stuff and move on to next episode. Where next episode, we won't go too far ahead in the future. I think what we'll do is maybe this Hoffenheim game and this... Oh, no, that's after the winter break. That's in February. We'll come back after the winter break, I reckon, for the Freiburg and the Hanover game. I think they are the two games that we'll do in January. So apologies for cutting this episode slightly short, but I think it's probably necessary to do that. Otherwise, this video will be ridiculously long. So I do apologise, but it's needed. Thank you very much for watching today's episode. If you enjoyed it, make sure you do drop a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. And I will see you next time for some more Football Manager 2019 action.